Hi, and welcome to Girls Unfiltered podcast. I'm Megs.
And I'm Emma, and on this podcast we talk about
Your boy dilemmas,
issues with the girlies,
and how to be a gorge bitch in general.
Sometimes we're even joined by cute guests. We hope you enjoy the podcast.
Stay sexy.
Hey!
So, welcome back to
Welcome
Girls Unfiltered.
Wow! She's very good. This week we're going to talk about a few different
a lot of things.
Just going to chat. Yeah.
We've got loads of things to talk about, actually.
Yeah, we do.
We're going to talk about our periods.
Yeah.
Fine. We're going to talk about podcasts and other podcasts we listened to during the week that we thought was so interesting. We're going to talk about, what was the other thing that we were going to talk about?
Oh yeah, we asked you guys what foods you eat.
Oh, you're disgusting food combos.
That are, strange. Like combos that are rotten.
And yes, there's loads of stuff that we're going to be talking about this week.
Yeah, we're very busy. A lot to get through.
Lots to cover. But guess what, Emma?
What?
Yesterday I was going through my Snapchat memories. Yeah. And it came up that yesterday, 3 years ago, I was at the Ed Sheeran concert.
I don't even remember you going.
Yeah, I went with Carla and Ronan and...
oh, yeah. Jesus, that does not feel like 4 years ago.
No, 3 years.
3, oh.
Yeah.
Still.
It gave me, it's just so weird that, a concert to me now seems absolutely absurd. Yeah. I can't see another concert happening. I just can't.
Yeah.
So strange to me. Even to think of a nightclub is so strange.
Yeah. Last concert that I was at was Ariana Grande.
When was that?
Best night of my life. I don't know when it was. It was like 2019.
Who did you go with? I can't remember you going to that. Was it Hannah?
Beefy.
Oh yeah. My last one was Westlife.
Oh, unreal.
And I was crying when they came out. And Ronan took a video of me, and it's actually so embarrassing to look back on. I'd say he was like, okay. Should we break up now or after the show? I loved them. And I was meant to see them in Cork last year as well. I think I've got tickets to them in Cork. But obviously that was cancelled, and I think it'll be cancelled again.
Yeah, I'd say so.
So
yeah, I'd say they're dead. They wanted to do one last fucking concert, and then it's been dragged out for years now.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, that was I looked back yesterday because we were meant to do the pod yesterday, and I was like, I must tell Emma.
Yeah.
I also bought a surfboard this week.
Oh, did you buy one?
Yeah.
Unreal. So are you gonna use it at the weekends?
Yeah, it's gonna actually. I must check where it is, but I think it's meant to be arriving in 2 weeks. So there's a beach that you can surf in Wicklow.
Yeah.
Mahermore or something it's called.
Yeah. I really want to go, actually. I might go over the weekend for a walk or something.
Yeah, you definitely should.
Nice. What's the parking like there?
It's not great, actually.
Yeah.
We had to park up on the road.
Yeah. And did you pay?
No.
Because apparently people get tickets are clamped along there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Everyone was parking up on the road, all the surfers and stuff, and they just there was no there's nowhere to pay for parking.
Yeah.
But and there was no yellow lines either.
So weird.
But the guards were there, but they weren't giving tickets. Well, I know they don't give tickets, but they weren't telling anyone to go away.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but maybe there is a car park that we just didn't get to walk to it. Walk.
Yeah, because I've heard that the parking isn't good and whatever. But
yeah, but it's a lovely, lovely beach.
Yeah, it looks so nice. I think I was there when I was younger, but I can't remember properly.
So funny. My mom got in for a swim, and it was literally everyone in the water had a surfboard, and we went to go for a swim
Yeah.
We actually went to that beach that's near your house first.
Yeah.
But the waves were like, it was way too wavy to get in.
Mm.
And so then we went to that one, and so everyone was surfing, and my mum was like, I'm gonna get in for a swim. And I was like, everyone's surfing though, like, and she was like, I don't care. And she went in and she was delighted with herself.
Louise doesn't care.
Yeah, and then Ronan went in with her too. And then yeah, and they're like, oh, you're not gonna get in anymore, Megan. I was like, no.
Oh,
Not
did
be
you not
bothered.
get in at all?
No, I didn't get in. I just wasn't bothered. I just wanted to watch the people surfing then.
Yeah.
Another thing actually I wanted to bring up is the weather app and how it's literally been lying to us.
Yeah, everyone's been saying it.
Like, it's so strange.
Yeah.
Do you think it's on purpose, or do you think they're just getting it wrong?
I don't know. They must just be getting it wrong. I don't think they can physically do that. Like,
yeah,
they wouldn't be allowed.
surely it's not on purpose.
Yeah, but it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, they've literally gotten it wrong for like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
in a
like,
row.
they'll say it's lashing and then it's full on sunny.
Yeah, like 100% rain all day.
Yeah, it's
and
so
like
odd.
there'd be like one shower or something.
Yeah, it's kind of like that now, but it is pretty grey to be fair, and it's like raining on and off, but then it's sunny at the same time.
Yeah.
I nearly bought a paddling pool yesterday, but then I just panicked and didn't buy it. But it was
I'm so sad that you didn't.
I know, it's pretty good, but then I was like, oh, will I use it? Will I don't know. I was caught off guard. I wasn't ready.
How much was it?
It was only €18.
18.
Yeah, and it looked so big. It was in Lidl.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely buy it.
Yeah, I'm thinking about going back, to be honest.
I was literally going to buy you one for your birthday.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I should have.
Yeah, it would be so good.
Tell our listeners,
yeah,
our skinny chicken legends, about your new stock drop.
Oh yeah, I'm wearing, if you're watching us, not just listening, I'm wearing one of my new sweatshirts in pink and purple, and the purple comes with like sweatshorts, and the pink set comes with joggers. And yeah, they're going to be out soon on loudthelabel.com, at loudthelabel on Instagram. Do you have any yoga stuff coming up that you can plug over here?
Yeah, while we're promoting ourselves, I might as well plug me old yoga.
Yeah.
I've got a course that's starting today, so by the time you're listening to it, it will have already started. But you can sign up for single classes I do every Wednesday from 7 to 8, and it's restorative and a flow as well, so very relaxing. And if you're a yogi,
start doing them, to be honest.
Yeah, here, look, if you're free tonight, join, please.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'll send you the invite.
Okay.
And because Emma, you'll love it. And we're gonna do face yoga. That's another thing, guys. Face yoga. This other yoga teachers don't offer this, but we're gonna look 10 years younger. Okay, you don't need to get Botox or anything like that if you come to my classes. So, but yeah, follow me at Megan Hustle Yoga if you're interested in yoga.
Do you know what, Megan? Do you think that yoga could help? My neck is so like tense. Like when I'm driving, I'm like, I can't hold my head up any longer. Like I'm like, I just need to relax. I need to like lean it on something. Like I can't hold my head up. It's so painful. It's like strained, and it's like I hold my stress there or something. Because when I try to go to sleep, I'm like, I just can't get my neck comfortable no matter what way I lie.
That's so common to hold your stress in your jaw and your neck and shoulders. Like that's where we all hold our stress. Especially if we're working from home, like our shoulders are up like this, and like over like a laptop and like over your phone, like your neck is constantly looking down at something.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's no surprise that your neck is sore, but it can definitely help. And I can tell you some stretches to do after the pod. Join my yoga, and
yeah, I will definitely do it tonight. Actually,
guys,
you all join next week as well.
Yeah,
and then we'll all do it together.
We'll have a girls unfiltered yoga class.
Yeah, we should.
Wouldn't we?
That'd be so good.
Yeah,
we actually should.
And everyone can wear your outfits and do my yoga.
Yeah, it's a bit bad crack to make them buy a tracksuit to come to the yoga class. Expensive class.
I still haven't fixed my yellow hair.
I like it though.
No,
have you done any toner or anything?
If you're watching, I did a toner, but then I washed it. Like
Yeah.
I've had 2 hair washes since I did my toner.
Yeah.
And like you can clearly see where I put the dye and where like my normal, like
Yeah.
why wasn't I happy with my original hair color? Like please tell me that.
Actually, you've booked in for the hairdresser anyway, haven't you?
Yeah, I booked
So you're
in.
just gonna leave it now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it until I
When are you
can
gonna get it done?
yeah. So
Are you gonna
oh,
get
when
a
am I
full
getting it
head,
done?
or are you gonna keep it like that? I like it like that.
I think I'll get a half head and get the front bits just a bit lighter. Like they'll probably go lighter anyway because I bleached them, but
Yeah, you should ask for them lighter and then like nearly
back.
like balayage, like just blend in what you have a bit more to your roots at the back.
Yeah. So
Show them Sophia Tuxford's hair if you need to.
oh yeah.
And then
Maybe
just
I
get it
should in the
really like
future.
toned, like really nice and light and ashy.
Yeah, because I love
So
ashy.
nice. Yeah.
I don't think that the like honey blonde or like the
Yeah.
warm blonde suits me at all. I think ashy because I'm pale.
Yeah, I don't think it suits me either. But then I don't know if I just hate yellow because I don't really know if the ashy suits me that well either, to be honest, especially when I have like dark tan on.
I think that like a warmer blonde would suit you though, because you're
Yeah.
sallow enough. Like
Yeah.
not obviously not yellow.
Should I go like a bit darker, like a lighter brown, and like have some roots? I don't know. That's always the struggle though when you're blonde, isn't it? You're like, will
Yeah.
I just get another full head of highlights or will I do something different? And then I'm like, I'm just gonna book in for a full head of highlights.
Yeah.
Like, oh, can I book in for a full head of highlights, please?
And it takes so long to do as well, doesn't
It
it?
takes so long, yeah. Actually, it
You
was
leave it
pretty
there
sweet for
for
me the last
hours.
time.
Really?
Depends where you go. Like, I swear, some people are Speedy Gonzalez, and then other times it takes forever. Weird.
I was getting my hair done once before and the salon literally closed and they like couldn't, the hairdresser couldn't leave because my hair was still not ready.
God, that's
It was
awful.
so awkward. I was like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. Like the poor unfortunate souls have to stay because of me. But bloody hell, like if you don't have enough time to do it,
Don't
like
book it in, yeah.
schedule me for earlier then. Like
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
they probably saw my hair and were like, oh wow, why she thick? It's a thick head
Yeah,
of hair. Because
yeah,
obviously it depends on the thickness and stuff of your hair.
yeah.
So maybe they just like thought I'd have like thinner hair.
Strange though. Can't really assume that. Like,
Yeah. What should we start with?
I think we should start with the foods because that's like good and lighthearted and quicker, and then we can talk about the other stuff after. Okay, so we asked on Instagram for like foods that you or people that you know eat that are like just different or strange.
It all came from the fact that we like noodles on bread.
Oh yeah.
That's where it came from. We were saying that last week.
Yeah.
And we put up a poll, didn't we, asking if people thought that was weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember the results.
I'll see. I'll have a look.
Ritz or cream crackers, tomato puree, and cheese. People in my job think it's weird.
I don't think I can see how people would think that's weird, but I can see it would taste like pizza or something.
Yeah, like it's definitely normal to have like cheese on crackers and then have like a bit of like relish, like say like Ballymaloo or something on top. I feel like loads of people do that, do they not?
Yeah.
Do that.
I don't think that's weird. I would try that and
I'd that was a bit much, but then again, you use that as like a pizza base.
You cook it though then.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I don't know how I'd feel about it raw. I'd still eat it, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them might just think like, how did they come about? Like, how did you?
It depends how
come
you
up with that.
Do it as well. Like if you rock up to work with a full tube of tomato puree, people are going to be like,
"Oh yeah, that's so
what the hell are you doing?" Like you're going to draw attention. But like if you rock up with just like your crackers,
already done,
cheese, and like or
like
something, you wouldn't even really like. You'd be like, oh, she's just having like a bit of that with her
few crackers,
cheese crackers.
nothing wrong with that.
Normal thing, yeah.
I've got the results here for the noodles one, and it was 49 to 51, and there's one vote in the difference. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, so it was really 50-50.
God.
There.
What the hell? I
Yeah.
told my brother to try it a while ago, and he tried it and he said it was really nice. And then he made a noodle wrap and he said it was so nice.
Oh, really? I've
Yeah.
never had that.
He put the noodles in a wrap and then like folded up the wrap and toasted it like how
Oh, toasted
you'd
it and
toast a wrap.
everything.
Yeah, and he
Oh,
said it was
wow.
unreal. He said it was gorgeous. I could actually picture it though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yum. I'm going to try that next time.
Yeah. And you know what my dad is obsessed with actually this is like so there's these like green Thai chicken. Do you know the like green curry flavor?
Yeah.
It's noodles that are that flavor instead of like normal curry. And he loves, right? He found them in like some small, like say like a small like health shop or something like that. He found them in somewhere random and he bought them and say they were like 60 cents for a packet. Your man was like looking at him like 60 cents. Like you could tell that like they weren't popular. He was like, I don't think that anyone would bought them. Like they were definitely in the shop for the last ages. So he was like, Grand, I'll take like a couple of packets. And then he brought them home because like obviously knowing full well that my brothers would fucking demolish them all whether they were nice or not. So he brought them home and then he loved. So he went back to get them again. And the bastard put up the price to fucking €2 a pack. He was like, nah, it's all right. I'm not getting them. I'm not getting them.
Oh
So
my God.
yeah, this is only the other week. And then yesterday when I was in Aldi, they had green curry noodles. I don't think they were like those exact ones that my dad got. I'm not sure though, but I don't think they were because the packet wasn't familiar. So then yeah, I obviously texted my dad. They're only 69 cents a pack. So then he was like, yeah, well, you got me 5, please.
I saw the text.
Yeah.
I
So I
was
got one pack
lolling.
for myself as well. Well, for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
He's so funny. He was like, you've made my day.
I'm trying to think. I think my dad has such a weird food combinations.
Yeah.
He loves onions, right? And he could
so
eat
weird.
literally a sandwich that had like one slice of ham, one slice of cheese, and a whole onion. Like
I
he could
love
literally
onions
have
well,
an
to be
onion
honest.
sandwich. I don't know where that even came from. Like what? I couldn't.
Onions,
Ugh.
they
And
just
like not toasted. I love onions, but I couldn't have
not raw though,
a
really.
raw sauce.
No.
Yeah,
If it was a toasty, yeah, onions
yeah.
are key. Yeah,
But like so
that's
many
so
of them
weird.
and raw. I was like,
So weird.
yeah,
My dad just puts like mayonnaise and ketchup on like everything. Like he'll put mayonnaise on top of his. You'll probably like this on top of his spaghetti bolognese.
I could see how that would be nice. I love mayo as well.
He just puts it on everything. He's like, "Do you want some mayo with that?" I'm like, "No, you're
Yeah,
gross." He puts it on everything, lasagna, like just on top of everything.
oh, I love mayonnaise. But
You
some
wish
people are
I
like that with ketchup too. They put ketchup on top of everything.
Some people do that.
With ketchup, like put ketchup on their scrambled eggs and stuff.
Yeah, that makes me feel quite sick. Even though I eat ketchup, I just find that.
They don't put it on everything.
Yeah, no,
No.
no. I love sriracha. Sriracha. Sriracha.
That's how you say it.
I can't
Sriracha.
pronounce it.
Yeah, you can.
Oh.
You just did.
Anyway, I love that on top of eggs.
Mm.
Scrambled eggs, it's so nice. But I
Yeah.
haven't tried it recently and now I find them so boring without it.
Yeah. I need to actually start eating eggs again. So I stopped eating eggs after COVID because they taste disgusting now.
Yeah.
And the other day, my granddad was like to me, he was listening to some scientist on the radio talking about how good eggs are for you and how they have some protein that you can't get from any other food.
Ooh.
And he was like, you have to start eating eggs again now. Like every time I like see him or talk to him, he's like,
You used to love
did you have
them.
your eggs today? And
You
I'm
should
like,
just start. I feel like it could be back to normal now. Who knows?
yeah, it's just like they ruin the whole meal. But
So
I
shit.
can do scrambled eggs now, so that's fine.
Yeah,
Mona made them for me the other day, so
that's grand.
yeah,
Try them with sriracha.
I will definitely. It's so nice.
Yeah, I feel like you'd like.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of any other weird food combinations that anyone in my family have.
Yeah.
I feel like my sisters would have weird ones, but I can't think of any off the
Yeah, it's
top of my
hard to
head.
think because you just don't really bat an eyelid after a while.
Yeah.
Someone goes, hear me out. White bagel toasted, smooth peanut butter and Emmental cheese.
What's Emmental cheese?
It's just like this. I don't really like it. My mom and dad both love it. It's like it's got holes in it. It's like one of those cheeses, and it's like waxy kind of, and it's
Oh,
like a light cheese, and it's like really mild. Like there's barely any taste really.
I
Like I
know
could
it.
eat it. I wouldn't notice if it was in a toasty. Do you get
I
me?
think I know it. I think I know the one
Yeah.
you're talking about.
My mom and dad love it. You
So
could
what's
buy it
say
sliced.
a bagel toasted with peanut butter and cheese.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
I
I
don't
don't
know if I
know
could really fucks with that.
how you get to try that. I don't know now.
Yeah, how did you come up with that?
Yeah.
I love peanut butter and I'd have peanut butter with a lot of things.
Yeah, I love it too, but
Cheese is like,
no, not with
mm,
savory stuff.
we should try it though.
Yeah, we should try all of these.
Yeah, we're gonna do a video trying if they're weird enough.
Yeah.
Trying weird
Oh,
food.
believe me, some of them are fucking weird.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Um, yeah, that would probably be a no until I tried it from
Yeah,
me.
same. Like I could probably eat it. Like I could get it down. Do you get me? It's not absolutely unedible, but I don't think I'd enjoy it.
Yeah,
Do you get me?
no,
There's
no.
like no flavor off the cheese, so it would just really be like the texture.
Yeah,
Okay, but yeah, I don't
yeah.
know.
No, I couldn't. That wouldn't be for me now. But we'll try it. We'll try
Yeah,
it.
we'll give it a go. My dad eats sausage and jam sandwiches.
Another one that I definitely couldn't really. Well,
Yeah, I
like
don't know.
strawberry jam, like
Probably
no.
like
Like
raspberry or
I'm
strawberry.
imagining sausages with relish, which wouldn't be too weird.
Yeah,
And relish isn't too far from jam, but jam is so
and
sweet.
like they're so nice with ketchup, and ketchup is like sweet.
Hmm.
But I don't know. Like I could get it down, but I wouldn't enjoy it.
I could
I
see
don't think.
how I can kind of see it,
Yeah.
kind of, and I could see how that like just how
What
did
did it
these
come
come
about?
about? Like, did
Yeah.
he mistake it for relish one day or something? Like,
Yeah.
how did he just go, oh, I'm gonna try some jam on my sausages?
And even still, like, is it not one of those things that you probably have to have it a couple of times before you decide that you like it? Like, I don't think that you'd have it the first time, like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
we'll try it, but I'd say that's probably I'm still putting the peanut butter one at
Yeah.
the worst, and then this will probably come second place of the ones that we've heard so far
Yeah.
for me.
That's fair enough. I agree. Someone said used to eat potato waffle sandwiches. Like, that would be delicious.
That's fine. It's so
Yeah.
much bread though.
Yeah, it's a lot. But it's just the same as like a chip buddy, isn't it, really?
True. Yeah, that's not weird.
Yeah,
That's
probably
fine for
normal
me.
enough.
Yeah.
Someone said runny eggs and a sick face. I know it's normal, but when people put vids up of them popping the yolk, I can't cope.
When people what?
When people put up vids of them popping the yolk, I can't cope.
Oh, I love that. I loved runny eggs and I loved
Same.
eggs
I
Benedict
just love
and
eggs in general. Like I fucking love
yeah.
my
I
favorite
couldn't
thing.
have a hard boiled egg. It always needs to be
Really,
runny.
I do like a hard boiled egg as well,
I
or
don't.
soft boiled is even better.
I love runny eggs. So
Oh, nice.
yes for me, sorry.
Dip bread into stew, lol. I do that all the
Yeah.
time.
It's basically like having bread and soup.
Yeah, like
Yeah, so that's fine.
you'd have to use up some of the
You have to soak
liquid.
it up.
Yeah. Cashews and pink lady apples with salt and pepper. Salt and pepper. Like cashews and apples, okay.
Yeah, grand.
I hate apple really, but I could eat it.
You hate apples.
They're so boring. Like the only reason
Why?
yeah, I never eat them, but like if I had to, I could eat them with like a bit of peanut butter or Nutella or something. But I
I
don't like
love
apples.
apples.
I don't really like apple flavored stuff either. I like apple
Really?
pie, like I like cooked apples when they're like sweet, but I just don't really like apples. Like I
I
could
really
eat them.
don't
You
like
get me?
apples.
If
Yeah.
I had to, but like I remember in school, if I was starving and I'd eaten all my lunch and I only had an apple left, I'd still probably just leave the apple.
Really? I
Yeah,
love an apple and I love apple juice.
I don't mind apple juice. I wouldn't pick it.
Apple juice over orange juice every single day.
Really.
And I
Some of
think
the
that'll
really
be
sweet ones are so nice.
which?
Some of the like really sweet ones that are all sugar are nice.
Yeah. We should do that as a poll because I feel like apple juice would
Yeah.
100% win over orange
You
juice.
think? Oh, I
Yeah,
don't know.
I think
Apple
like
juice
I'll
is
bet you something that
great.
apple juice will win.
Okay.
I don't know what to bet, but bragging
Mm,
rights. I don't know. Just bet you whatever.
yeah.
Bet you a flat white martini.
Okay, perfect.
So salt and pepper on eggs and cashews. I could see that. Just take one
Eggs and
ingredient.
cashews. It's not eggs, it's apples and cashews.
What did I say?
You said eggs and cashews, that'll be random as well, but
Apples. Like if
why
you
the
take away
salt
the
and
apples
pepper though?
though,
Why would you want salt and pepper on your apple?
I could see the sweet, you know how people like sweet and salty together.
Yeah, true.
Or this really bothers me when people put their chocolate into their popcorn in the cinema.
I love that.
Get that chocolate
Popcorn's
out of the
so
popcorn. It's
boring
not meant
without
to
it.
be there.
Popcorn is boring without it. Like it's so boring.
No, you need loads of butter on your popcorn.
Yeah, but like even still, I'm bored. Like if my chocolate's gone, I don't want the rest of the popcorn.
No, that's weird.
That's another poll we have to do.
Yeah, and we'll do the pineapple on pizza poll too.
Yes, I was just about to say that. I love pineapple on pizza. Do you?
I'm in two minds. Sometimes I'd be like, yeah, I enjoy it. Other times I'd be like, nah, I'm not really feeling that. I
Oh,
would never order it.
that's weird.
But if
I thought it would be
I always
awkward
just
for you.
order ham on my pizza, but if pineapple came by mistake, some days I'd be like, ah, it's grand. Other days I'd be like, oh, you ruined it.
Weird.
No,
Like I nearly always have it on it.
really?
Yeah,
Hawaiian pizza.
yeah, it's my fave.
But this cashew and apple girl, I don't know if I can really get down with you.
Yeah, I can't get on board with that now. The
I feel
cashews
like
is fine.
without the apple and salt and pepper on cashews, I can see that. Just the pepper on the apple is like what?
Yeah, it's weird.
We'll try it. We'll give it a chance.
I'm sure I
Try
can
it.
still eat it, but yeah.
It's not the worst one we've heard so far, but I don't know.
Yeah. My brother-in-law eats cheese and ketchup on a wrap on its own.
See, this is one of these ketchup people that just has to have
They have it on
ketchup on everything.
Yeah.
I don't think you'd be able to taste. It just will taste like ketchup.
Yeah. But then someone replied when I shared that one and said that it's like those, like, I think they're called Lunchables or something, where you got like a little, I'm pretty sure it was like a cheese string, a ketchup, and like crackers or a wrap or something like that.
No.
And it actually went well together. It was weird. Like I just used to eat it if I was given it as my school lunch.
I don't know.
It was actually nice. Like
Really?
I don't even like ketchup much. Like I really rarely have it. Like but yeah, and it was so common, and apparently you can still get them.
It's not the worst, I guess.
Yeah.
It's not the worst one we've heard, but
yeah, it makes me feel quite sick though. Ketchup is quite gross.
I wouldn't be happy.
I'm pretty sure the girl in my class in primary school used to have ketchup sandwiches.
Just ketchup?
Yeah, like just ketchup on bread.
No. How did your mum let her go to school with that?
Oh, I don't know.
Fucking hell. Ew.
Well, you know, kids, like sometimes they just won't eat anything else. Like, I'd be like,
or you
no.
know what else? Chocolate spread sandwiches. I really didn't understand them either.
Oh, yum.
I can understand it, like
I didn't have them when I was younger.
and,
When I was like a teenager, all the time.
Nutella on toast. I can get that. But
unreal.
Untoasted bread.
No, like fresh white bread with it is unbeatable. Like it's so good. I used to always have it in Aoife's after school. Like we used to always go home and make ourselves a Nutella sandwich, and they always had such like fresh white bread.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to have Nutella in my house.
Were you not?
No.
I don't think I had
fizzy drinks.
I think it was more teenager. You weren't allowed fizzy drinks.
No.
That's so weird. I used to hate kids that weren't allowed fizzy drinks.
Oh.
It's so weird though. Because then they go to a birthday party. Like I just remember them at like my birthday party or whatever. And like they were just trying to fucking horse down as much as they could.
Yeah.
Just deprives them. Do you get me?
I know. But like I drank enough of them when I got to my fucking teenage years. And then I put on a shitload of weight. Like I was in my body. But
I think people used to say that it made their kids like hyper, but
yeah,
only if they have millions of it, surely. I don't know.
yeah, we weren't allowed to have loads of things. Like
Ooh.
there was loads of things that people had in their lunchbox that I wasn't allowed to have.
Wow.
I used to just have a cheese sandwich,
Wow.
and yogurt.
In
This is
primary
in
school.
primary school now. Cheese
Yeah.
sandwich, yogurt, and like an apple or a banana or something.
Wow.
And there'd be some kiddos with the Nutella sandwiches.
Yeah.
Some had raisins. I don't really enjoy raisins. But they all used to have those, those red pack of raisins.
Yeah.
People actually used to have Baby Bells as well, and cheese strings. I wasn't allowed to have them
Yeah.
either.
I used to have Baby Bells and the what was the other thing you said? The raisins, the red packet of raisins as well. I used to have them sometimes. I didn't always bring the same thing. Sometimes I had a frube, sometimes I had a different
Frube.
yogurt, you know.
I loved the frube.
I feel like I always had petty flus when I was like young.
I had petty flus.
I don't know what else.
And when I stayed in my dad's mom's house, like my nanny on my dad's side, she gives such a good lunch. She'd give, the corner, the Muller yogurts with the balls that you tip in to the yogurt.
Yeah.
She gave me them.
Child.
She gave me a gourd sandwich. It was like heaven.
There's nothing beats that when you get like an exciting lunch for once and you're like looking forward to it all day.
Or when you forget your lunch in primary school and like all your class is to donate some lunch to you.
Yeah, or else I remember once I think my mom or dad dropped me in lunch and they like bought it somewhere and it was so nice. I can't even remember what it was, but I feel like they got me like a little treat or something as well, and I was like, oh my god, it was so exciting.
Oh, cute.
My mom used to always write me notes in my lunchbox as well.
That's so nice.
I used to write like, love you, Emmy, and have a nice day, Emmy. And do like love hearts and X's and all. She's so cute.
I get that.
Because I used to hate going to school. I'm like, Mom.
Oh yeah, you were a shy kid.
Yeah, I'd be like sobbing, but like, please don't make me go. So then she used to write me notes.
Yeah,
I used to get really embarrassed and like crumple them up in the cling film before anyone saw it. But so it was like cling filmed onto the top of the sandwich. Like fuck's sake. I remember she randomly gave me them like once or twice when we were in secondary school, and I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. But I didn't care then. I definitely showed her then.
Yeah.
She's not well.
That's so cute. I wasn't afraid in primary school, but I used to get panic attacks in 5th and 6th class.
Did you?
It's so dizzy. Yeah, I think it's because well, I didn't get my period until first year, but I feel like the onset of like puberty like makes you like dizzy and all that kind of stuff anyway. I used to just always be so dizzy.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I don't know what it was. But yeah, I used to always get
that. It might be that. Like the hormones and stuff.
Yeah.
Because you'd often be like headachy and stuff.
Yeah.
Is there any more food ones sent into the Girls Unfiltered page, or is that the one? Actually, I have the Amy Connolly tan that you got me.
Oh yeah,
for my birthday. It's very good. I only had this on for like 2 hours and I washed it off just there.
Yeah, she's unreal. I love her stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely would recommend.
She was in our primary school, wasn't she?
She was my book buddy.
Was she?
Yeah.
Funny. I wouldn't have remembered her. Like,
we should ask her on the podcast. Imagine I was like, hey, so you know me from primary school. I was your book buddy.
That would be so funny. That would actually be so funny.
I hope it's the same girl though. Like she looks like what I remember her. She was so nice as well. But a book buddy, for those who don't know, we were in like first class, wasn't it?
Probably, yeah.
First class, and the book buddy was in 6th class. Yeah, that would be right. And you'd have like an hour a week of them reading you a book or you reading them a book or something. And we thought they were the bee's knees because they were like the older girls and like
Yeah.
I remember it being so nice.
So weird. I can't remember mine.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember like anything from when I was younger though, to be honest. Great.
Okay.
Perfect.
Someone said my friend dips jellies into curry sauce. Sick
Lovely.
faces. I don't know.
It's a very strange one.
I could see how that would come about. Like if you're having like a takeaway night and you had some jellies and then you're like, oh, I wonder what this would taste like.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's another one that I know. I don't really agree with you.
Yeah, you wouldn't enjoy it and you wouldn't expect to enjoy it. You'd do it
No.
as like a dare. You wouldn't do it because you actually want to taste it.
Yeah. But anyway, we'll taste some of them
Yeah,
and
in
see.
YouTube vids. That'll be funny.
Yeah. That leads us on to our next point. Well, what I was talking about a few minutes ago leads us on to our next point about periods.
Yeah.
So me and Emma were meant to record this yesterday, but I got my period and all of a sudden I just had the worst period pains ever. Like I literally couldn't get up off the couch. Like I literally was
So
hunched
bad.
over in pain. Like, and I get really bad period pains, especially on the first day.
Yeah.
And then after that, it kind of settles down a bit. And I hate always taking painkillers because my tummy is really sensitive,
Yeah.
and
There's kind of no other cure though, I feel like
yeah,
nothing really works. And if it means that you can get on with your day, then like
then you have
kind of
to.
got no choice. Especially if you're in work, you have no choice. Like you have to just take them really,
Yeah,
get through it.
it's yeah. So I took painkillers and then I got a hot water bottle as well. But like it took so long for
Yeah.
them to kick in, and I feel like I don't. Every time I get my period, I don't always have like I always do have a really bad day one.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're manageable, but I've had days on my period where I've literally been like fainting,
Really?
sweating.
Jesus.
Like there was one day where I was like, Mom, you're gonna have to bring me to the hospital. Like you're literally gonna have to bring me to the hospital. I couldn't stop
What the
sweating.
hell?
I was like over the toilet, like vomiting. I had the worst pains. I had paracetamol and Nurofen. That didn't help. I had a hot water bottle. I had everything. I was like, Mom, there's literally, I don't know what the hell is wrong with me.
Yeah.
And she was like, you're just on your period. Like and like all my sisters get bad. Well, my sister
God.
Lauren got real bad pains as well.
Yeah.
Always faints too.
Hmm.
And
Jesus.
but yeah, it can be terrible.
Yeah.
It can be terrible, but they're not terrible every single month. But there's the odd month where I'm like
Yeah.
fucking dead. Like,
Yeah. 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 I get you. Like you
what's
wouldn't
yours?
be able to do work.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. So have
What's
you ever
yours?
had to go home from work or not go in?
I had to call in sick one day because I woke up and
Afternoon.
then I fainted.
Yeah,
And
fair enough though. You would always call in if you'd fainted, probably.
yeah, and then that time when I was like, I was literally lying in my mum's bed. That's how bad it was. I
Yeah.
think that was on the weekend. And then I've had like I've never actually, I don't think I've ever had to go home from work. I can't remember ever having to go. I think one day I actually did go home.
Yeah.
And one day I remember another girl that I worked with, she went home with hers.
Mm.
Um, but we had a girl manager, so she completely like was understood and was grand.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I've had to call in sick anyway
Hmm.
for mine. What about you?
Um, mine's not bad. Like, thank God. It's worse since I've got the coil because the pains are more painful, but it wasn't bad before, if you get me.
Yeah, it
Like,
just affects people
the pains are
differently.
pretty bad, but like I can get through them. But I will have to take Nurofen and paracetamol. Nurofen on its own doesn't work, and then once I take the paracetamol, it'll work. It's weird,
Yeah,
but yeah, it's rare. Like, and they usually come on in the afternoon as well, which is
that's the
handy.
same for me.
Yeah,
Apparently, your
I've never
pain
been comfortable.
threshold is higher in the morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So weird. So you just don't even feel them more.
just in general, like they
I feel like
say
if you're
that,
tired though
yeah, I don't know. They
versus
say that you should get tattoos and stuff like in the morning if you're real sensitive to
no way.
pain. Yeah.
That's
Um,
mental.
but what was I gonna say there? Yeah, some people just don't get them that bad, and it just really
Yeah.
depends, I think. Like my doctor tested me for polycystic ovary
Is that the
syndrome.
same as endometriosis or different?
They're different.
Are they? What heck?
Yeah, I think I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Um, but endometriosis is like you get like some sort of like growth or lining or something outside.
Oh
No,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not even
yeah.
going to try and explain it because I don't
Yeah.
know and I'm not
No, it's
qualified.
something like that. Yeah.
But it is different.
Mm.
But they tested me for PCOS and I didn't have it. So then I'm
What's
like, I
PCOS?
wonder do I have what?
What is PCOS?
Polycystic ovary syndrome.
What happens when you have it?
Again, I'm not exactly sure what actually happens, but the
So many people
symptoms,
have that. I was shocked the amount of people that wrote in and said that they have it.
yeah,
Endometriosis.
I think it might mean that you have like cysts on your ovaries from the
Yeah.
name. Like I don't actually know what happens going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the symptoms would be like real bad period pains,
Mm.
irregular periods, um, what else? Like trouble getting pregnant,
Oh god.
um, loads of different things.
Mm.
And it means that you've got less estrogen than the normal woman. You've got more testosterone,
Oh.
like that.
So could you take hormones to
I don't actually know what the treatment is for it, but I'm sure I don't know, because it came back that I didn't have it and I was shocked. I was like, what
we
the
should
hell?
have
Like,
someone on who has it?
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Um,
Let us know if you want to come on. Anyone
yeah,
who's
and talk
listening,
about it.
or you
I
have
know a girl with
what endometriosis.
endometriosis.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. Um, and I've never been tested for that, but there's something fucking wrong, honestly.
Yeah.
Not normal to have this like amount of pain.
Yeah, it's so weird. Mine's like so bad now, but I don't have period pains. They're not the same pains as I had before. Like they're just now I just get the pains that I got the day that I first got my coil in. Do you get me? It's like a
Yeah.
different sort of pain. It's weird. It just feels like your insides are all inflamed, which probably makes sense because it like does that.
Yeah.
But oh, I don't know. But anyway, it just does that for like a while before. Like I kind of have like subtle ones now, and it does it for like the week before my period. But then I have like no actual blood. It's just like those pains. But when it gets to like the evening, say if I'm like sitting on the couch or whatever, it's like unbearable.
Yeah.
I have to. Actually, the other night I couldn't get to sleep with the pain. I had to
It's
say
the
to go
worst.
downstairs. Yeah, because I was getting like no break in between them. If you get me, it was
Yeah.
just like the whole time. But they're all
Mine
in the
feel like
evening and at night, so it
it's
wouldn't
so
affect her.
bad.
It's weird.
Mine feel like what I would imagine a contraction to feel like. Like I
Yeah,
can
the same
feel
thing.
my cervix opening.
Yeah, yeah. But
Like, and
I
I
don't know if that is it. Like,
know, and I'm like, how
can
the
they be
fuck
much
am I gonna have
worse?
a child?
I don't know if I can take more pain than that.
Yeah,
I don't know if I can have contractions. So I don't know.
I'll definitely need an epidural
Oh,
because
tell me about it. Like,
I've had an epidural before.
oh, have you? What was it
Yeah,
like?
because I had to get it. I can't remember. So I was in hospital for like a week, and I was like on loads of fucking drips and drugs and everything
Yeah,
already, and it's all a blur. So I can't remember anything really hurting. But
yeah,
I remember the nurse was like, "Okay, you have to be so still
mm,
because if you're not still, like this, everything can go wrong."
yeah.
Um, so I was really still, and then they did a lumbar puncture,
Mm.
which is when they take spinal fluid or something like that from your somewhere. I don't know.
Oh,
I couldn't feel. Apparently, they're meant to be quite painful. I didn't
mm,
feel a thing.
weird.
So I'm gonna have to do epidural or gas and air or some
And
form of
can you do both?
pain.
Literally, I
Like,
couldn't.
I don't know how they did it back in the day.
Yeah, I literally don't know. But then again, people literally die all the time as well. So
Yeah.
It wasn't even safe.
My nanny told me that when she was giving birth, she was put, I think it was like the nuns as well that helped them.
Oh God.
Like nuns used to work in hospitals. I
Yeah.
could be wrong, but I think that's what she told me. And
Mm.
she was in a room all by herself, and she had, I don't think the men would like went in. I don't
Yeah.
think that was really a thing.
Yeah.
And she would have to ring the bell whenever she felt like the baby was gonna come.
Oh
And
God.
then like they'd come in, but they'd only come in when the baby was actually coming. They'd be like, "Hey, just gonna have to deal with the pain." And I'm pretty sure
She,
I've heard that they used to give them a pint of Guinness to
I think I
restore
heard
all their
like that as
iron or
well.
something.
Yeah. They drugged them up to the nines as well, though.
Did they?
Yeah. I don't know when exactly that was, but like back in the day, they used to put them on so many drugs, like they were completely out of it. Like they wouldn't remember it after.
Wow.
So then they'd get pregnant again and not remember what it was like. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, we're gonna have one of our friends on to talk
Oh
about
yeah.
giving birth and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So
Yeah. It's so
got that to
interesting,
look forward
especially when
to.
you haven't. It's
Yeah,
like
I'm so
we
interested.
know that we're gonna have to go through. Well, fingers crossed, we'll have to go through that someday. I'm like, oh, it's terrifying. It's the unknown,
Yeah, and
really.
once it's in there,
Yeah,
there's
you're stuck.
like there's no going back. It has to come out some way.
You
So
gotta
you
get your
can't
stump
chicken
cut
out.
open or push it out of your young vagina. It's
Yeah,
not a lose-lose situation.
yeah, literally.
Oh,
Apparently, if you
actually,
have to
we have
get
two friends. One that had a
one had a
natural birth and one
C-section,
that had not an epidural,
C-section.
C-section. So we should ask them both.
Yeah,
Genius,
definitely.
geniuses.
Yeah,
Actually, I asked people, have they ever taken a day off work or school or college or whatever because of their period, and 70% of people said that they have, and only 30% haven't.
yeah.
I couldn't believe that.
I I believe it.
Really.
Yeah, I was expecting something like that because like it's so they're so painful.
Yeah.
Maybe I believe it because from someone that's always had really sore ones.
Yeah, it must be
Maybe,
because yours are worse, because for me, like, I'd never have to.
yeah,
I'd just take painkillers. Do you get me? But then again, I'm scared of missing work. Like, I'd never miss it if I was sick. Like,
really.
I'd literally just take Nurofen, go in, feel miserable, take Nurofen again in like a couple hours, and like I'd feel rotten. Even when I used to work like on the shop floor, I'd just walk around and be like,
Yeah,
because I used to get in so much trouble for missing it. So
that's ridiculous.
yeah,
Like
and you
if
didn't
you're
get
sick
paid as
and
well if you didn't go in. So
oh yeah, that's so bad too.
yeah,
Yeah, if you're sick, I always get so angry when people come in to work and they're really, really sick. And it's
yeah,
like,
and they give
this
you
is
that.
selfish, but please go home and look after yourself, first of all, because like
Yeah,
you're obviously suffering. But second of all, you're going to give it to all of us.
yeah, it's
It's
so
fucking
bad.
contagious.
Yeah,
You know, we're all going to be sick.
it's so bad.
I remember one person came in and me and my friend were like, fucking stay away. We're like,
Yeah,
please, please, we really want them to go home
yeah, it's worse.
because they're so sick.
You don't want to get it.
Yeah. But I think it's a joke when you get in trouble for missing work.
Yeah, it's so bad. Like, I remember I called in sick then on my last day in that job because I had something else on and I was starting a new job the next day as well. And I was like, I just can't go in. Like, it was the last day anyway. So I was like, I'm just going to call in sick. So I called in sick and she was like, were you out last night? I was like, no.
None of your
Oh,
business.
yeah, fuck off. How about that?
Mm.
Like, honestly, no. And that was literally, I think I'd called in sick one other time in the whole like 3 or 4 years that I worked there. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, fuck
I've
off.
had like I've had
So rude.
bosses checking my Instagram stories, people that don't follow me,
Yeah.
looking at them
Stop.
to check. I had another one where I was working in this other job and I was in the dentist and they had to take one of my teeth out.
Yeah.
So they had to sedate me and I didn't know that they were gonna they were gonna do a filling, and they're like, we actually have to take that out.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, we'll sedate you and obviously do a local anesthetic. And so then that was grand. It came out, and I was a bit loopy, like I was a bit kind of fucking,
Yeah.
not really in a fit state to work. So I rang my manager, and he was like, sorry, I can't come in. It's like it was him or me. And he was like, I'm not coming in, sorry, so you're just gonna have to go. I was like, but I don't think I should. And he was like, sorry, deal with it. It's like, you're the fucking manager.
Yeah, it's
I'm like a college student.
Yeah, fuck off. Like, what if
Anyway,
you were like, nah, I'm not.
he literally said I'm not, and I had to go in.
So weird. People are so annoying.
Yeah, he was really bad. One time, the something happened, and I had to call the police and an ambulance. And I called him, my manager, 7 times, and he didn't answer. And so I had to call the owner of the store, like the owner of the fucking group, like real high up. And I was like, yeah, my manager won't answer, and there's guards, ambulances here, and like, what the fuck am I meant to do? I had to kick everyone out and be like, sorry, something happened.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So bad.
I was petrified.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, I'd shit myself.
Yeah. So, and I rang my dad as well. Dad.
The image, that would be the image of me. I literally just ring my dad for everything. Like, how do I do this? And he's like, oh, for fuck's sake.
But yeah, so going back to the poll, whether we think or whether people think that women should get menstrual leave. You put it on your story as well, didn't you, Emma?
Yeah, so 74% think that women should be given menstrual leave, and 26% think no.
On on the Girls Unfiltered page, 84% yes, and 16% said no. So
I do think that we should, but I just don't know. Like, I think you'd need to really like figure it out. You get me? Because you couldn't really give it to everyone.
Yeah.
But then it's like, it's a bad crack if you don't. Because it's just like, otherwise everyone, no matter if they have a fucking bad period or not, they'll just take a fucking day or two off every month because they'd be like, fucking every other girl in here. It's like, obviously I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Like, not everyone would do that. Like,
you'd have to
takes their sick days, but like,
you'd have to have a real smart way in implementing it.
Yeah.
That, like, I don't know, maybe get sign off from your doctor that you get bad period pains.
Yeah, you'd have to.
Or I think definitely if you have PCOS or endometriosis.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, like that's
they should be.
Like, yeah, absolutely.
And then if you don't,
they might already. I don't know.
Really?
Well, like, you'd be able to get a doctor's note, would you not?
Oh yeah, you would. Yeah, but sometimes like people still don't get paid.
That's the thing, though. People wouldn't take them because, I don't know, like, you'd be like, no, I can't miss another day.
Yeah, you feel bad.
Yeah, or you'd be like, what if I act like if I'm sick?
Yeah.
Then yeah, it's tough.
But
then
yeah,
like, that's another thing that they're gonna hold against us, though, or that they might pick a guy over us for the job for.
Yeah.
Because it's like, they can work more than us yet again, and like, they'll be expecting us to get fucking pregnant as well in the next whatever 10 years of our life.
Yeah.
And like, it's not our fucking fault that we're the ones that have to carry the children and that we have to have periods and whatever. Like, and it's so annoying. But there's
honestly, if the male hiring managers could just put on something that stimulated what a period pain feels like, then they wouldn't be like, they'd hire a woman.
Just have to do that.
I would love to just.
Who was it? Someone on Keeping Up got someone to wear one. I feel like.
Was it?
Could have been Scott and Courtney, but I can't remember. It was so long
ago. I feel like that's something Courtney would do.
Yeah.
What I would just love for.
Maybe it was Chloe and Lamar.
Yeah. Sure. I don't know. I didn't really watch it.
Yeah.
But I'd love for men to experience what a period pain feels like.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it.
Especially like men that are pricks about it.
I'd love them to feel like contractions and shit like that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
really would. But I hate like even like guys our age. If
Mm,
it, if I'm into my period and a guy at 24 or 25 is like,
yeah,
ew,
yeah.
I'm like, shut up.
Or
That
they're
is
awkward.
so immature.
You'd be like, fuck off. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you
such
know
a
what I
turn
mean?
off. Like, you have to be able to talk about your fucking period if you're in a relationship with someone.
Yeah, honestly. They
Yeah,
can't be like, ew, ew, blood. It's like, ew, fucking,
yeah. Like,
ew, boys.
yeah, literally, ew, you, now go away.
Yeah,
Gross.
but that's so mature.
Yeah,
And you
so
can, I feel like even when you're younger, you can always tell the boys that have sisters
really.
that are more, well, that are more used to hearing about it
Yeah,
over, well,
I
like,
guess
no,
I wouldn't talk about my periods in front of my brothers. Do you know what I mean?
no, but they'd obviously see it. Like,
I don't think they'd know anything about it. Like, they wouldn't really know anything.
really, would they not even hear you being like, oh, I need to go to the shop and get tampons, or like, oh, I need a painkiller, I've got cramps, or like, they
I
surely have
don't say it.
overheard
I
different
might
things.
say that to my mom, but like,
Yeah.
not really in front of them or my dad. But like,
Mm.
not that they'd have a problem with it. I just don't really,
Yeah, I guess.
you know.
My dad knows all about periods because he's got four girls.
No, I'd say
And
news about it all the fucking time.
yeah, I remember one
Yeah.
day down in Kerry, he's so cute. Like one day down in Kerry, I was way younger
Mm,
and I got my period and I was with Carla. I
yeah.
brought her down and I was like, can you go to the shop and get me period pads, please? And he was like, yeah, no worries, no worries. And
Image.
like he went straight away to get them. And then when he came back, he knocked on the door and he's like, Megan, can you just come outside, please, for a minute?
Oh, for fuck's
Yeah.
sake.
And he had them hidden in like 3 bags. He's like, there you go. I didn't want to say it in front of Carla. I was like,
Like, as if you
she's a
care.
woman too, or a
Yeah.
girl, a
And you
teenager.
definitely would talk to your friend all about it, especially when you're
Yeah.
younger. I feel like you'd talk about periods like loads. Just
Yeah.
you thought it was
But
cool.
the fact that he was like being so sneaky about it and sneaking them in, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, bless.
So funny.
And I remember one time you to like drive Lauren to the pharmacy to get painkillers. Lauren was full on, like had all the windows down in the car, was sweating, like passing out. Like Lauren gets them so bad. My poor dad is like, and it's always in Kerry that we just have these traumatic period experience. My poor dad's like, oh, are you okay, hon? What to do?
That's the image of my dad as well. Well, like if there's anything wrong, he's like, "Are you all right, hon?"
I can imagine Bowie as well.
Yeah, he's the image. That's one
Uh-huh.
time I basically like I got a sandwich in a garage and it was a tuna sandwich and it was obviously gone off. So
Ew.
I got food poisoning and then I went up to Aoife's and we were in the car, me, her and her mom. This was years and years ago. And yeah, so we were going to Tesco Ballybrack and then we got to Tesco Ballybrack. The whole way there I literally felt awful. Like I was like, I'm gonna be sick. Like I feel terrible. I was like, I can't. Like, you know that feeling when you're like, no, I can't. Like, and you can't think of anything else. It's horrible. So I was like, okay. So then I managed to get there, and then I got out of the car, and I saw my dad and his brother. He's fucking always with his brother. He loves his brother, and I don't know. The second that I saw my dad, I was just like, oh right, I can get sick now, and I just got sick. All out, like we literally just got out of the car, walked over to them, and then I got sick. And there are so many like lads that like would know me if you get me,
Oh
or I
yeah.
would know them. Like they were just outside, but I didn't even care. I felt so sick. I was like, I'm just gonna get sick, like, and I
Yeah.
just did it. And then my
Oh,
dad brought me home, and he gave me a plastic bag to get sick in while he went like back to work or whatever. And there was a hole in the plastic bag. So then I got sick in it, and then
oh
it was just pouring
no.
everywhere, and I had to carry it like from the sitting room into like the
Oh,
kitchen or wherever I was going,
that's
and
sick.
it was just bits of sick all over the ground. And Bonnie was like chasing after me, trying to lick it up. I was like, no, Bonnie, I'm
Oh
gonna do it
no.
again. It was terrible, and
No,
I
we
still
always
love
put a
tuna. You
case
think
in.
I'd hate it? I never even got turned off for a day.
Ew.
Oh, I love a tuna sandwich.
But can you not eat? I remember you were like drunk or something and you had sweet corn and you got sick.
Oh no, I
You
still
couldn't
eat
eat
that.
it. Oh.
Yeah, it's weird. The only thing that I ever got turned off was like red velvet cake because one time I had a tummy bug and there was a red velvet cake from, like, it was someone's birthday, and it was just sitting up on the kitchen table, and I just was looking at it all day, but like, huh.
Yeah.
So I don't know why I just don't like it. It makes me
Yeah.
feel sick. I didn't love it before that anyway, but
So it's probably easy enough just to avoid it anyway.
yeah, but sweet corn I never got turned off. But sweet corn you like don't digest as well, so it like came up in like whole bits of sweet corn and clogged up
Delicious.
the sink.
I'm sure everyone that is listening to this is like, delicious.
That was in Magaluf, and my sweet corn in my sink clogged up the sink.
No,
So
Emma,
then
I think people are going to turn the
I had
podcast
to
off.
I had to clear out the sink. So, well, Aoife was helping me obviously because she's my mom. So we were taking the sweet corn out of the sink and putting it into the toilet to try to flush it down. But then the toilet got flooded, and it was just terrible. And then one of the other girls woke up and she felt terrible. You know, you just get a funky stomach when you're away, and she had like full on diarrhea, and she couldn't wait, like she couldn't make it down because we were using the toilet downstairs, like down at the pool.
Oh my God,
Because we didn't want to tell them
Emma.
that we clogged the toilet. So then this is in the, what's it called, Mallorca Rocks?
Yeah. Or the Magaluf Rocks or Maga Rocks or something.
Something like that. And I think it has a different name now because it's all done up. But anyway, this is the year before it got done up, so it's still Mallorca Rocks. So then, so then she diarrheaed on top of it. And it was like the water was up to the top, you know, and the whole toilet bowl was full. So it smelled fucking rotten. I'm sick of being in there about 2 days at this point. So then eventually we had to tell them, and they sent up like a plumber or whatever he was, a fucking janitor or something. And the rest of the girls all pretended to be asleep and wouldn't wake up. So then I had to open the door and show them the toilet. The poor man was literally like,
oh my God. No, I feel sick now. No, Emma, I think people turned that off.
I think it's so funny.
It's disgusting.
It's so funny, Megan.
Ew,
It's
no.
gross. And it's because we were like away and we were trying to be all skinny malink because like everyone you knew was at the pool, and all I had for dinner was like, you know, like soup that comes in a packet, like how a sauce comes in a packet.
Yeah.
Like powder and hot water.
Yeah, so basically like fucking nothing.
50 calories and some sweet corn. That's all I had for dinner.
Yeah, so you're drinking on an empty stomach, so you're getting sick.
Yeah, so then I got sick. It was, I think it was like someone big playing in our hotel that night, and I was like at it, and I was bopping around so much at it, and then afterwards I was just like, I have to go back to the room, I'm gonna be sick. Oh, awful.
I don't remember anything like that happening to us in Magaluf. And thank God, because Hannah would not have helped me clean stick out of the sink.
Listen, it was funny at the time.
Ew.
And we were drunk anyway, so it's fine.
That's disgusting.
Anyway, let's get back to what we're
talking.
So we were asking people for their opinions on menstrual leave, and I'll just quickly read them out because there's a good few. Someone said, totally agree, everyone suffers differently, and I mean suffers, there should be an option for period days. Next person, yes, definitely, I was diagnosed recently with endometriosis. Work can be so difficult most months. Someone else, I'd love it, especially in my job, as can be a killer when in pain, having to lift and turn and push and pull clients and hoists.
Pull what?
I don't know what a hoist is.
Hoist, yeah, like hoist things up.
Oh right. Would just cause more inequality. Companies would hire males over women to save, which is, they definitely fucking would. Like,
that's something else we could definitely discuss in another podcast, like, or put up a poll, like, do you still think that there is a gender bias when people are hiring?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah,
I'd actually like to know.
So I've so much
enough jobs that it would matter in, if you get me.
I'd love to speak to someone anonymously in recruitment or in HR to see like from their perspective.
Yeah.
Like, and I say anonymously because obviously like if you're out in yourself, we all know where you work. Like, but yeah, I think that like it is unfair.
Yeah.
But there's so many qualities that are things that women can do better than men, and the same like likewise there's things that men are better at than women.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So it's unfair. And I think there's still anyway, that's for the next podcast.
Next one, yeah, let's not get carried away because we've been recording for so long. It's defo needed. I always used to stay off school and all when they came. Like, she means when her period pains came. Every month I had to fill in a back to work form. The first question: do you think you will be off work again with this issue? Yes, I'm a woman, so every month. If you've endometriosis, etc., fair enough. I get bad enough cramps, but wouldn't take the day off. As someone who suffers really badly with cramps, I 100% support this. Will be a godsend. Thankfully, I don't suffer with pains, but I think if you're bad enough, then yeah, definitely. Then yes, 100%. No, just no. I personally don't think you should get leave for it. Maybe people who really suffer with endometriosis and very bad periods, but maybe have medical certs for it. But in my opinion, I think it's a bit silly. I can literally faint from the pain of my period, so I'd love a few days off. Sorry, pressed the wrong button. Sorry. And she goes, I say yes, as a sufferer of endometriosis, period pain is awful. Some people probably take the piss, others might be genuine. Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah, I think the main thing is that you would need to stop people from taking the piss.
Yeah, I think
it's unfair on other women.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It would need to be really thought out when it is implemented.
Yeah, definitely.
Like if it was to be implemented.
Dependent on the severity of pain symptoms, but will delay equality in the workplace. Used to sit and work off my head on tramadol my period. What even is tramadol?
I don't know. Is it paracetamol? Because it's maybe it's like a US version of it.
Maybe, yeah.
Because I've
heard of it, like, but I've never seen anyone take it here, like.
Tramadol.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, she used to sit and work off her head on tramadol. Her periods are that bad because of PCOS. No, some girls will absolutely take the mick and a lot of the week off work. Yeah, fair enough. Like, it's the worst. Some people just ruin everything for other people.
However, I don't know anyone that really does take the mick.
Yeah.
From my experience, I haven't.
Now, I guess. Do you know what I mean? Like, you were able to take the day off if you're sick, even though your fucking manager might turn you off doing it because of how they act. But like, yeah, I don't know.
I think for an office job, even allowing them to work from home.
Yes, that's a good one actually. I was asking Con about it yesterday and he said that and I was like, that's definitely a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at least you're just more comfortable and, you know.
Yeah, you can fill up your hot water bottle and just.
Yeah, because even I think I heard a story about
clothes as well instead of tight clothes, like.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I think I heard a story about a woman that brought a hot water bottle into work and the guy beside her had such an issue with it and was so offended and thought it was so disgusting that she brought one in for her period. And it's just like, shut the fuck up.
Like, anyone could definitely do that, like, no problem at their desk, but it's the awkwardness and all that as well. Like, if you can work from home anyway, like, definitely they should
definitely
just
do.
Yeah,
but that shouldn't even be an issue though, that like if people wanted to bring in a hot water bottle, but it's just always that there's always one person that's like, ew, like what the hell is she doing? That's so like, I don't know. But
whereas I wouldn't give a fucking rat's. I probably wouldn't even notice it.
Yeah, I'd be like, can I borrow that, hon?
Yeah, I'd be like, can I give you a shot of that afterwards? Next time you refill it, you go. Just 10
hopefully we don't sync up, because
even the fact that sometimes it's fucking freezing, like sitting there as well. Like,
yeah, true.
A water bottle would be great anyway. Right. Definitely should be a thing. I work in a nursing home and I'm on my feet all day. I get really bad periods and have to work through them. Oh, that's torture. If needed, it's hard to be around people on a day when you're like a bear with this sore head. Fair enough. I get like banging fucking headaches as well. Like, if I forgot to bring in painkillers, you could forget it. Head would be in
I don't really get headaches from my periods. See, everyone's symptoms are different.
Yeah, I got a bit of both.
Yeah.
Then again, I literally am a headache. Like, I always have a headache.
Yeah, you do. I get real anxious the days before my period.
I'm
so anxious.
And you're just in such a shit mood as well. Like, I feel like I don't know what's wrong with me. Like, last week I was so like just paranoid and weird. Because like, they like me. The Connor, he was like, obviously I fucking like you, you weirdo. Like, of course
Yeah.
I like you, you absolute idiot. He obviously didn't say that, but he was like, yeah, of course. No.
Yeah.
Well, I just was literally like, does he even like me? Like, do you think he's sick of me? Like, stuff like that. Like, that's what I was saying in my head. It was so weird. It was like, who am I? Like, who is this?
Yeah.
And it's probably just hormones, because it's like I've got pains up to my fucking the bottom of my top of my back to the bottom of my back at the moment. But
Yeah.
I
I
don't
was the
know.
same because remember I was texting you yesterday, or it was
Yeah.
the day before yesterday, saying like I was anxious and whatever. Even
Yeah.
over the weekend, I was like, I wondered if I annoy Emma when I text her.
Oh my
Like I
god.
literally was like,
No, you don't. You actually
why
don't. I
bother
love
Emma?
when you text me. I literally am so sad if I go for a walk and you or Beefy aren't like texting me or voice noting me the whole time. I always text. That's anytime I text you, it's usually because I'm out and like, I want someone to talk to. It's my
And
fave, especially because I'm
it,
at home by myself all day pretty much as well.
yeah, true. And same here.
Yeah.
But do you
Oh.
know what else I thought? I was laughing at this in my head. So Emma's recommended like 2 or 3 podcast episodes for me to listen to
Yeah.
while I'm walking.
Yeah.
And they're all like really good and really worth the listen. And we'll talk about, if we've got time, we'll talk about one of them after
Not
this.
next week, definitely.
Yeah. And I was just walking, like went over my walk, and I was like, I wonder does Emma recommend podcasts for me so I don't send her voice notes for
Ah!
like hours long.
No, like
No, I know
the
you
fact that
don't,
you
but
think of that, but then again, I'd probably think of that as well.
yeah. No, I know that you don't, but I was just like, imagine that. That was so
Yeah,
funny.
it's so weird how your mind can literally change.
Yeah.
And also, like, do you know what I was just thinking? The fact that your period has such an effect on your mental health, like,
Yeah.
you should have days for mental health as well, anyway, as it is.
Yeah. Mental health days.
Yeah. Actually, did you hear that Dr. Alex, who was on Love Island, is the Minister for Mental Health for the UK now?
Is he?
Yeah. So he's going to
Fair
like
play.
implement a whole new mental health plan for them, which it sounds like they need.
That's so
His
good.
brother committed suicide like last year, I think.
Who did?
Alex's brother.
Oh no.
Yeah, like in his, I'd say like 20s. A
That's
young
so
guy, like,
sad.
yeah.
Um, do we even have a minister for mental health?
No,
No.
we just have a minister for health, which I'd say just comes under that. But like, they've so much other shit to look
There's
after as well.
so much wrong with the health system in Ireland. It's absolutely a joke.
Yeah.
Fucking got hacked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
implement your endpoint security, please. Get on to us at 085 Megan Dell. Um,
Oh,
but
love.
yeah, that could be a whole other podcast as well.
Literally, yeah, it could, and it probably should, to be honest.
Oh my god, we should
And
have a minister or a politician on.
I know, I don't think they'd come on, Megan. I don't
Like
know if they're
obviously
even
obviously Stephen Donnelly wouldn't come on, but we should have someone
allowed.
because I
Oh,
think
the next one, maybe.
yeah, or someone from Sinn Féin would definitely come on because
Think.
obviously they're not in government at the moment. And I think that the next election, don't want to get all political, but I think the next election they will win.
Really?
Yeah, because they won this one, but they just didn't have enough seats. And I think that they'd be more willing to come on because whenever, like, I've emailed a few of my local politicians about bits and bobs,
Mm.
and
You're
Sinn
not.
Féin, yeah, but you know me, like I'm a man, and Sinn Féin always get back straight away.
Mm.
And then there's other ones that their secretaries get back, and then other ones that like send the same email to like everyone,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's just like it seems like they care. I'm sure we could find
Yeah.
someone in politics, just
Yeah. Yeah, we probably could, I'd say.
yeah.
Okay, let's get through the rest of these. As someone that's currently suffering, got surgery there. It definitely should be optional. I think yes, if you have any issues with your womb or ovaries, of endo and cystic ovary, Jesus Christ, God love you. If they're diagnosed with endometriosis or PCOS, then they should be entitled. A lot of them are saying of endometriosis, so occasionally need to use a 6 day for that reason. The amount of people that have stuff. I can't even get up out of bed sometimes, or I'll faint or throw up. Definitely need 6 days. Plenty of other countries, such as Indonesia and South Korea offer this, it should be there, or it should be here.
Yeah.
I didn't know that other countries actually had it. I feel like I heard them talking about it, but I didn't know it was actually in anywhere else.
Yeah, I didn't know. I thought like maybe it seems like something that Scandinavian countries would offer, like Norway and Finland and stuff, because they seem to be just real, like just have their shit together.
Yeah, they just know what's up. But
yeah,
yeah, I don't know. We should have a look at what they do and talk about that next week, maybe. Like what is working for them. I think people should be asked to take it within reason, i.e., not a week every month if it's not necessary for a specific period, because everyone is so different. But it should absolutely be an option. This should be a thing. Girls with PCOS and bad periods suffer so much. I've suffered so bad my whole life. It would be a godsend to have this. Yes, I suffer from bad, heavy periods where I've had to go home plenty of times. I've fainted over mine and thrown up. It's not all the time, but if you trust your staff. I pass out every month on my period and only have one sick day left because I've missed 2 days this year. I can't honestly work. I get confused and dizzy. Got told I'll be talking to HR if I miss more. If only it was that easy, I'd have to leave. If only it was that easy to have leave. Oh.
That's so sad. And it's also like it's so embarrassing to faint in front of people.
Yeah, and then be like, it's okay, it's just my period, don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so I think the general consensus is that people do think that we should.
And it might not be as straightforward as like everyone gets it, but should be like figured out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had there's another one I saw there. Someone said that you don't get sorry, I don't know a lot, but people don't get time off for puberty, so why should they for menstruation?
It's not really the same thing though.
No.
Yeah, you're right. They're kind of different.
Yeah, they're different. They're different. But yeah, so general consensus is we should get it. But
yeah, we should figure it out.
Have to be like to kind of think about how it would be implemented.
Yeah.
What else were we going to talk about?
I don't know. I think we're gonna have to leave it till next week. It's gonna take hours to edit back.
The last thing we'll just say is we did which are you a night owl or an early bird? And 58% of you are night owls, 42 early birds. So I'm shocked at the amount of early birds there are.
Yeah.
And then the answer to the question that I put up, can you guess which one of us is the night owl? And it's me. 60% voted for me and 40% voted for Emma. And I was like,
I used to be such a night owl though.
You did, yeah.
Like in the last year, been in early. Well, no, I'm kind of both. Like I'll always still get up early.
Yeah,
I hate
I'm not a morning gal.
Really, I love the mornings. It's like my favorite time of the day.
Once I'm up, I'm fine. Yeah. But it's just getting up for me. I'm like, oh no, I'll be worst.
I think it's because you have work and you're like, oh, work.
Yeah, probably. But it's also because I'm up so late the night before as well.
Yeah.
And like my mind comes to life. Like after 9:30, like or after 10 o'clock, my mind is like, I'm not doing its best work. And I'm like, fucking hell, why can't we do this in the morning? Why can't we do this at 7? I'd be like 10 years ahead of where I am now.
I think you can train yourself though, to be honest.
Yeah, I can try.
Kind of like me,
but I was lolling when I was putting up those polls. So I was like, Emma's in bed. I am the night owl. I was like 10-12. And then the people that were voting,
I will reply after, like I'm asleep.
Yeah, no. I wake up to morning text from Emma because she replies to my text from the night before, and then I wake up to them at like fucking. I'm like, what the fuck is she doing up at 6:30 in the morning? Like,
I love.
I'm like, okay, cool.
It's my fave. Except sometimes I snooze in. Sometimes I snooze while Con's in the shower, and then by the time the shower turns off, I'm like, oh, I fucking get.
Yeah. I guess I don't have, I don't know.
Yeah, it's easier when you have someone getting up, like
getting up beside you.
Still, I want to keep it up constantly. Finish work for the fucking summer, and I'm like, no, my schedule's gonna be fucked up.
Yeah.
Keep it, and I don't need him here. But like, let's watch another episode. Like, no, I don't have fucking time. I only get to watch one at my lunch break.
Do you get up early on the weekends?
Yeah.
As well. Okay.
Not as early. Like, I'll probably wake up like at 7 or 8, maybe a bit later.
Fucking hell.
I might stay up an hour later, but to be honest, I usually go to bed at like fucking 10 or 11 anyway. And then, like the latest is like 8 or 9. Can't love staying in bed though, but I always just like get up and like do a bit of cleaning or something. I just hate it. Like, I feel like shit, like lying in bed. I hate it. When I lived at home, I did it more though. Like, I'd just stay on my laptop and like do a bit of editing or whatever I had to do in bed. But I hate, like, I don't know, I just can't. Like, I just need to get up.
Yeah. I wouldn't like be doing bits from bed, but that's a lie. I would. I'm just not here for the morning, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the nighttime for me.
Yeah.
And I do be doing it all sorts at the nighttime.
You're not.
I'm like, bro.
That literally used to be me though as well. Like, I'd literally like start cleaning my room at fucking 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Start doing my nails. Like, I feel like I slack off in the evenings now, to be honest. I need to stop being so lazy. But I think it's because I get up earlier that I'm
like, you can afford to do that.
Yeah. It's weird. I don't know. I need to unwind as well. Because if I go to bed and I've like just been like doing loads of stuff, I'm like, I can't go to sleep then. So
yeah,
it's tough. But anyway,
I'm the same. I'm the exact same. I can't switch off my mind then. And then I'm in bed late and then I'm asleep even later. So it's just a never ending cycle.
Yeah, it's the worst.
Maybe we should get a sleep therapist on to help.
Yeah, I need one.
But anyway, should we end it there and then we'll talk about that other podcast next week?
Yeah.
We just tell them what it is.
Yeah, if you get a chance, you should definitely listen to the Talking Bollocks podcast. So good. Yeah. But their 2 most recent ones are great. Like, they're all really good. I enjoyed them all. But the most recent ones, there's one of the guys, they're called Terence and Calvin, and they're gas. Me and Megan love. Yeah. But Terence had like he was an alcoholic, I think, so he gave up.
He struggled with addiction to smokes and gambling and alcohol and stuff like that.
And he gave them all up, and then he had like a relapse. So he was just talking about all that, and it was so interesting. But then, like, probably my favorite one that they've done was their most recent one with his mom. And they just had such a different life to us, really.
Yeah.
Like, so different to us. It's so worth the listen.
Yeah.
Because I was like, what? Like, what am I listening to? Like, basically, they're from the flats in town. Yeah. And, like, they just live such a different life to us.
It's just like, she spoke all about her upbringing and stuff like that. And not to sound like we're in any way, like, privileged, but it's just so eye-opening.
Yeah.
To listen to someone else's perspective and someone else's childhood and how it's affected them and things like that. And it's really, really worth a listen.
Yeah.
Like 100%. And it's amazing what the 2 lads have done and how Terence has like made the decision to, like, he had 2 paths to go down. One of them would lead to a really bad place. Another one has obviously led to the podcast, and like he's doing so well now. So it's just it's such a good listen, and we definitely would recommend that you listen to it.
Yeah.
So we'll put them up on our page. We'll tag them and
we'll share them below the podcast.
Yeah. In the description box. But so we'll talk a bit more about that next week, I guess, maybe.
Yeah.
And but we've been talking for way too long now.
About 2 hours, like, we're so bad.
Yeah. So thanks for listening, guys, and we'll talk to you next week.
Bye.